Up the skull, up the skull. Hey, Coach Smith here. You know what I'm saying? Steph is out today doing big things as he always do. Got a special guest with me to my left. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Hey, so they call me Coach Him, but really the coaching that I do is really in robotics. No football, no basketball, nothing like that. And I am considered a life coach, and I coach my kids. I'm pretty hard on them, but, you know.
Okay. So we mentioned
they be kind of trying to fire me, but they can't.
They can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Coach Hyman here. That's the first time you call yourself coach, man.
Yep.
Welcome to the elite, brother. I didn't know that. I thought, y'all instruct and teach. I thought it was like a student coach. You know what I'm saying? I thought y'all like lead the projects and the engineering. I didn't know y'all actually like coach it up. That's pretty sure. Can we talk about that a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Talk about that. So how do you coach, bro? How do you coach robotics?
So it's strategy.
Okay. That's what any sport.
That's what it is. So we got to figure out the strategy, but also you got to figure out going into robotics. You got to, you got to build code, design, and all that other stuff. But you got to design it to participate in to perform specific things. Okay. That's how the coaching go. So I go out there with the competitions and coach them.
Nice.
Or I send somebody out there to represent with the team, and then I coach them.
Nice.
So strategy. It's a lot that goes into it.
I respect it. I seen you had your son here one day. By the way, shout out to Harper Woods School District for hosting us here in this beautiful CCI Center. And he also failed to mention, Mr. Hyman, he also teaches graphic arts over here in the center. So go to Harper Woods Schools. Is it .com? I can't remember the website domain right now. But if you simple Google, Harper Woods Schools, you'll see where you can apply, get your kids into the district. We have this beautiful center here. Radio, TV, graphic design, esports, cyber, IT, all that, culinary,
construction,
and robotics for real.
Robotics here as well.
Marketing, real estate. We got a lot of
that's
stuff.
What they call it. It's really STEM, but mechatronics is coming. So that is big.
Yeah.
So when I got introduced to it, when I graduated in 2000, I went to Eastern.
Okay.
Right. Mechanical engineering. That's why I was like, look, I'm about to go.
Eagles.
Yeah. Eastern Eagles. Hats off to you. Fight. EMU. Okay. So they put me in CAD and manufacturing. I was like, all right, cool. I'll just do CAD. And then I switched to engineering. And then I went back to CAD so I can go ahead and finish up with the graduation because CAD didn't have that many credits. CAD didn't have as many credits as mechanical engineering. So I went back into CAD. But CAD started taking off. They said that this was going to be, the future.
Yeah.
But this is in 2000.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, but it's 24 years later. I'm like, all right, okay, cool.
Yeah,
so CAD, it took off, but you got to think about it. We took a dip. It was a big dip when everybody started, going to the government asking for bailouts and all these layout slips was getting handed off. So engineers getting laid off and all this other stuff. So that affected me. So I graduated in 2006, with a CAD degree, a CAD manufacturing degree. And I'm like, okay, I really didn't, really want to go into it like that. But they forced me not to because the plants were shutting down. It was like, what's going on? So, Obama and all that other stuff came in, supposed to save the plants and all this other stuff. So it eventually rebounded back.
Yeah.
So CAD was still growing, and it was continuous growing. And then, now it's here and is pretty much here to stay. I mean, we didn't have 3D printers.
No.
That's what CAD is about. You 3D print a part and, you cut metal or things like that. Now it's like, dude, you can just print out anything. I can print out a phone case.
You definitely can.
Now you got to do it
within
in CAD.
2 hours.
Less
than that, maybe. Depending
on
the design, yeah.
So it's like, dude, you can actually do this stuff. So, needless to say, yeah, you can go ahead and make some stuff at your crib, print it out, and actually produce it and sell it.
Yeah.
But you got to learn the CAD.
You got to learn it.
You got to learn the CAD. So mechatronics is the CAD, it's the manufacturing, it's the movement, it's the putting the motors together and stuff like that. So pretty much it's STEM.
Nice.
Robotics.
Nice. And that's definitely we are in the future right now with that. And I know we talked about it, off camera and stuff. And Just talk about the your nonprofit. You do have a nonprofit, correct?
Nonprofit, Emil Youth Group. Yes, it's enrichment of the community.
Okay.
That's what it is. So whatever that is.
Whatever that is.
How can we enrich our community, grow our community, and just produce, produce just citizens and that can come back and add, grocery stores, or just knowledge.
Yeah.
How can we introduce these kids to the next generation careers or ownership? Like what are we going into? So that's what it's all about. So how can we help you get your entrepreneurship up? Whether it's CDLs, whether it's healthcare, whether it's robotics, whether it's marketing, business. How can we help you be productive and also grow your community? So we help everybody grow. We'll be in a different situation.
Absolutely, man. It's like, and everybody that we bring on the show and everyone that, they don't know it, our viewers and listeners don't know this, but I definitely welcomed you to the group. You know what I'm saying? National Sports Group, and that's our main mission, is bridging gaps and teaching these student athletes and non-traditional athletes, how to be entrepreneurs in this new day and age. So definitely, definitely we are bridging gaps on two different spectrums. Like, I'm in traditional sports and you in robotics and mechanics. You know what I'm saying? So, but yet we're still teaching strategy. We're still trying to bridge that gap to make them a better human. You know what I'm saying, in this world. So talk about a little bit about the competitions and how they structure, because we got a lot of parents and a lot of kids that may be interested in robots, and they see this Tesla robots and stuff. They feel kind of scared and all that about what is it going to come to. But just talk about how the different type of events that you do, and we can also touch a little bit about that. What's your thoughts on that Tesla robot? But yeah, go ahead, start with the events.
Okay, so we work with First Robotics. So First Robotics is a push in the United States, and it's real big in Michigan. So First Robotics is it's a competition that they created, and they come up with a game every year. So it's not the same game every year, but it's the same concept of, hey, this is what we want your robot to do. So, and it's also geared towards like things that we need to do in the world to save the world, because this planet is, we messing up the planet.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. Remind me of like Captain Planet. You probably don't remember that. No,
not really.
Captain Planet, he's the hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero.
Man, you gonna have these parents jumping to death. They say, "I remember that song, man."
But that's what it was. So it's about saving the planet, saving the Earth.
Definitely.
So it's a lot of stuff that we really don't talk about as far as the water crisis and things like that. So this game is called. It's more of an ocean game. It's more of like awareness to what's going on with the water.
Okay.
So the middle school competition is already out, and
so sorry to cut you off. Does it change every year?
Oh, it's changed every year. Okay. So I forgot what last year we was talking about notes and things like that. Some be about space.
Okay.
Because it's a whole deal going on with space.
Sure. SpaceX and
space engineering. We got a lot of stuff. Satellites in space.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
And we don't,
no knowledge of it.
It's a lot of jobs for that. Going into
our community don't know nothing about it. But if our kids see someone that looks like them doing those type of things, you're not the only one in the community that do this, right?
Yep. We need to combine and make sure that we're going to be relevant in the future.
I've got to be.
So this one is about ocean. So the middle school competition is called In Too Deep. Okay. And it's about cleaning the ocean.
Nice.
Because we got to clean the ocean.
We got to clean the ocean.
I mean, we eating all the fish and all the shrimp, and I don't eat that. But we killing them,
grass, dandelions, and crabgrass.
You gotta take care of your temple. So what we eat
with Italian dressing.
Yeah. So, oil spills, all that stuff. It affects the earth. It affects the water. We talking about cleaning up the water and all this other stuff, and it's real big, like SeaWorld and stuff like that. And I like SeaWorld, but a lot of people got different opinions about SeaWorld, but they try to get money to help these animals that's in need.
I seen that little presentation when I went to SeaWorld. Was it 2 years ago? I went out there and they were showing like their initiatives that they're doing to help clean the oceans and all that stuff, and they trying to clean up their act of how people think of SeaWorld. Yeah, they holding animals captives on it, but they also educating at the same time of what's going on because. My son's not gonna jump out in the ocean, dive deep, and see what a whale looks like and all that stuff, just like a zoo.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I know.
I'm not doing that. I see people doing. I'm like, oh, whoa.
We're not doing that.
Which one did you go to?
We're gonna go. We're in Orlando.
Orlando. Okay.
Yeah. Now we go to the zoo, but Detroit Zoo got a little better about getting some more animals.
Same concept.
You know what I'm saying? Same concept. Yeah. But that's just a big nature park. That's what that is right now.
Yeah, but they.
Yeah, I know it's going. That's it. We poking the bear a little bit. People are probably upset right now. Like, change the subject.
Right.
But yeah, man, talk about this.
I went to the one in San Diego.
San Diego. Was that nice?
Yeah, it was cool.
That just make you feel some type of way.
I thought SeaWorld was different, but I thought it wasn't going to be as. I ranked it pretty low. I never been there. I ranked
it pretty low. I was like, I'm not going back. I said, I'm not going back.
No. Before I even went there. Before I went there, I was like, SeaWorld can't be that great. And then I went there, I was like, oh, well, wow, decent. This is, I liked it. It was great to me. Yeah. I was amazed at the stuff that they was doing and, how they did it. And, it was pretty dope. Because I went to the aquarium in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. I can't even think of the name of it, the Georgia Aquarium, something like that. That was dope. But I just didn't like it. It was dope for aquarium in a building.
Oh, that's what I was about to get to. Is it because it was enclosed?
It was enclosed.
SeaWorld is more outdoors.
It's outdoors.
It's
all outdoors.
All outdoors. All trails. A lot of
Yeah, but then I went to the at Georgia I saw the dolphin one. Yeah. I saw the dolphin exhibit or the dolphin whatever they call it. It was dope. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, I can dig this. Down with the SeaWorld. I was like, oh my goodness, you got rides, you got this, you got that. But also they teach you about how it is. So we use it as almost like a dumping ground as the ocean. So we got to clean this thing up. Yeah. So this is awareness to cleaning the ocean up. But then they also put in robotics. So how can we create these robots to go clean up the ocean?
That's smart.
So now these kids, the theme is in too deep. Now I forgot what the high school one is about, but the game didn't drop yet.
Yeah.
But it's about cleaning up the ocean. So now these kids, we creating a whole generation of that's going to come out. That's going to be like, how can we clean this ocean?
How can we clean up the earth? Period.
How can we clean up the earth? Period. Because we only can drink so much water. Even though we have so much. Water on
resources.
Water on the earth.
However, we live in Michigan with the most fresh water.
Right, we got the most fresh water, but it's only like 1% that we can use, and we doing it on that down. So we're gonna have to figure out how to turn that salt water into drinkable water if we don't watch out. The Flint crisis and other crises that happen around the world. We kill it we messing up our fresh water.
So you definitely think robots definitely could help that?
Oh yeah. You send some robots down there to clean it up. So now these kids think about, okay, well, how can we do this? And the game is really about picking up something and dropping it off, but it's really just messing with their mind. Like, look, what's going on with the water?
Yeah, so I can see it like you building a remote control car, going around the beach, you just scraping the sand, you just dragging it along, picking up all the stuff. Yep. Then you got your a robot dolphin or a boat, whatever, and you got the big, huge tarp, whatever, collecting all. I see it.
Collecting everything.
Everything.
You can just drop it in there and just go ahead and start collecting stuff.
So do you think this Tesla robot, you think he's going to create something to help out with the cost?
He definitely can. I mean, it's robots out there that's already doing
it. But you think Elon Musk is gonna
I think Elon Musk is all in space right now.
He just focused on space.
Yeah, he focused on more than just space, but there's a lot of resources going out to space. That rocket that came back and just landed. But that's what we teaching. It's all about
what you just say? A rocket just came back and landed.
Yeah. He promoted that too. He promoted a lot of stuff in like a
I'm asking these questions and proposing this because like our viewers and like some of our people, they don't even get off of 8 Mile. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't even leave Michigan. Some people don't even leave their state or street. And you telling me they got rockets just coming right back in the
It landed right where it took off at. And that's what we do in robotics. So pretty much in the robotics competition, you got to build this robot to perform different tasks. And pretty much the game is structured like for middle school, because we on middle school right now. High school gonna start in January. So middle school, you got 30 minutes of autonomous. Autonomous is the robot. You program a robot to do what it needs to do. You know, to do what you want it to do. You don't grab a joystick. You don't do anything. You just press a button and say go. Right? You just turn it on and it's supposed to do what it's supposed to do. Now, can that robot go ahead and see? Let's say it's a red block. And you press play, can it go look for the red block? Do it know where the red block is? Do it know the coordinates on where the red block is located? And then you're supposed to pick that red block up and go drop it off somewhere else. So those are different coordinates. So once you press the button, you can make the robot find it. And then it go grab it. So once it find it got to drive over there, drop your arm down or whatever is going to pick it up. It got to pick it up, and then it got to go to another coordinate and then drop it off. Right? And then that's 30 seconds. You got to figure out how to do that. And then the next 2 minutes, because the game is only 2 minutes and 30 seconds, then you pick up the controller and you program the controller to do certain things. So,
and that's what we have a couple of our students doing. So we have Dominic.
Yeah. Yep. That's what it is. So you can code in Java, you can code in Python, you can code in C++, you can code or
so
in
you
blocks.
can use any software to code in.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can you code it and you do certain things. Now, the thing is, you can code it to going back to the coordinates. That's like elite coding. That's like a GPS.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So we know that, hey, take me here. And then, you know, wherever that here is, let's say it's Harperwood CCI building, you know, and you somewhere and it knows where Harperwood CCI building is. So it know the coordinates. So it say, boom, here's your map to get there. And this is the best way to get there. Now, back in the day when we was driving, you just had to.
You got to print that bad boy.
You had to print it out. You had to go here, you know, drive up here, you know, go this way, turn left, turn right. And, you know, you had to do it. So, so to relate that to the autonomous, you can code it. So a good team will code the robot to say, go straight, turn, go straight again, turn. Pull your arm, make the motor that drops the arm down, and then, you know, do that. You know, that's a good team. A bad team, you just don't do nothing because you don't know how to code the robot to do stuff, because it's a timing code that you got to do. Now, a great team pretty much use your GPS. Yeah. It use coordinates. So you say, hey, I need you to go to this coordinate because that's where the red block is. So once you press play, it goes right over there. And then it does the command. And then you say, I want it to go to this coordinate. And then that's how it is. So going to Elon Musk, when he had that whatever the rocket take off and it land right back at the takeoff zone,
what that was.
It was coordinates. What motors need to get me back to this coordinate? Oh, we almost here, slow it down. Oh, it's almost, we here, shut it off. Coordinates. Same thing with the autonomous car. It's coordinate, but it also has to see too.
Yeah.
Like I know where to go, but now you got coordinates and they know where to go, but now you got all these other factors in that's getting in your way. A ball going the street, somebody's walking, stop sign, somebody swerving over.
Yeah.
Now you got to have it constantly looking. Yeah. So that's a whole different program. So we took our middle school team to U of M. Now U of M, they have sensors that sensor beams that go out. Now you can't see it by the eye, but it just reads as it goes down the road. It just reads everything.
Read what's passing, what's close, what's 10 miles up,
what's coming.
Not 10 miles up, but like, you know, what's a mile or two ahead and stuff like that.
What's a mile? Well, when it's spinning, it's like a disc that keeps spinning and it's shooting out laser beams. It's shooting out lasers or it's shooting out sensors that can sense where they are and if it's getting closer or if it's staying still.
So kind of like how like your rear view beep 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 beep.
Yeah.
Like when you're backing up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I don't know how many light beams are because it's spinning around and it's just reading everything. That's what U of M use. They use a whole different technique on autonomous driving. And they was breaking it down like, well, Teslas don't use this. It's solely on cameras and things like that. So pretty much we teaching our kids to do that because that's what's coming. You know what I'm saying? So that's the autonomous part. So pretty much we teaching them that. So in robotics, is real general it has a broad set of skills that you'll learn. So when I was going to school, you went for the electrical engineering, or you could go for mechanical engineering, or you could go for a computer engineering or something like that. So, or CAD, like I went for, design. So robotics is a study of CAD, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, computer engineering as well. So it's all of those in one.
All in one.
But you don't learn everything.
You just get like a crash course on each thing. Then
they can do it all. Yeah. But they don't go all the way in depth. But they know the fundamentals about it.
But when you find out what you want to do, you have to take your specific.
No, robotics is
it's just that your,
you know a little bit of all of them.
Covers all of it.
You know all of them.
Ah, that's sweet.
You know all of them, and then you just dive into them. Now, do you know it in depth? But it's all on that person. So you can get a robotics degree, but you can really be good at coding.
Right.
But you coding in language for a robot to move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you might know how to code a website. I not know how to code phones.
Yeah.
You might know how to code. But that's if they want to go into that area. But yeah, that's pretty much what robotics is.
Coach Hyman, man.
Mm-hmm.
Robotics, esports, VR, AI, medical. What else we got coming up that's going to be?
Oh, here?
I'm just talking about just in general in the world for our young people that's going to be, endeavoring what they got, what they want. They got options, because a lot of these kids that I came across, that whole basketball player is out the window. You may get a couple of them. I want to be an NBA, NFL, something like that, but it's kind of rare now. Now people want their kids want to be, entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
They want to be, coders. You know what I'm saying? They want to be, won't be a part of robotics. So we just gotta pretty much just put it in front of their face.
Figure out what they
want to do.
A lot of them want to be gamers and influencers.
Yeah, but you gotta know what to how to play the game and how to conduct yourself, how to speak into a mic, how to set up your equipment, and all that stuff is training. And a lot of that stuff is, but what they do is so secondhand nature. If you put, all right, we gotta do it step by step the right way. You know what I'm saying? Show me how you do that. They really can't do that.
Yeah, it's all about training and getting them out. It's all about training. And
that's it, man.
Setting them up for what's next, and then
that's it.
The future. We know what's coming.
Yeah.
We don't know. All this robotic stuff is what I learned. We still at surface level. We really haven't even scratched it.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on the Jeffersons episodes come around. See flying cars coming around everywhere. That's why I imagine me coming into 2000s. This is growing up. Oh man, we better have flying cars. But however, we got cars that drive themselves now.
We do. So we still at the surface level. So we know that industry is gonna keep going. For sure. We know that one's going to keep, and that's what this whole CCI is about. What's coming next, and is it going to be sustainable for the future? So we know that's going to be sustainable, but what else? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of our kids want to be influencers. They want to be entrepreneurs. So this is the first time when I talk to kids, they say they want to be entrepreneur. When I was growing up, I don't even think nobody even said.
Man, I'm going to the league, bro.
That's what it was. It's like, hey, I'm going to the league. I'm going to the plant. I want to be a doctor or a lawyer.
Or now, but also the crazy thing is, some of these kids say, I'm going to the Marines. I'm going to the Air Force. I'm going to something.
You heard that a little bit when I was growing up, but you really heard doctor and lawyer. I don't hear doctors and lawyers.
Nah, man.
But the healthcare field is still booming.
Healthcare is booming.
Yeah, it's still.
People not getting healthier.
Well, there's money into that.
But pharmaceutical work.
Let's not even.
We can. That's a different episode.
That's a whole different. It's money into
money into
treating.
Everything. Yep.
Yeah, it's money
treatments
into
and vaccines and
yeah. So that's a whole different thing.
Oh man, it's America.
But yeah, that's what we all about. How can we set the next generation up to capitalize off their learning? How can we bring them into capitalism? How can we get them to own instead of work? Okay. You know, and then the way things going, would you be able to work?
Yeah.
And then these simple jobs that we used to have and come out and make, you know, money and be successful, you know, plants. You can go to the plant. You can make money at the plant. You can make.
They've been on. No, a lot of they've been on leave for like weeks at a time now. It's like a couple plants. They've been out for 2 weeks, a week. Think about it. That's not steady.
And the more they do that, I think the more robots is gonna come in.
Come on, man. You don't think why you out for a week you gonna come in? That's a new machine. What is that? And sorry guys, that's all they doing. They replacing.
It's machines in there.
But the thing is though, we can't blame them though, because our people are lazy. They don't want the short way out, but because I know you're an old soul, man. You
got to get the money wise in. Now, how long will it take before the machines take all the way over in the plant?
But for now, until that point happens, though, a human being gotta program it.
Yeah. So that's what the jobs is. So it's shifting. It's like, okay, I don't need you to lift this up.
I just need you to.
I don't need you to weld this together. Yeah. I don't need you to.
I need you to babysit this robot.
I need you to push the button and get out the way.
Go ahead, make your 6 figures and move out the way, bro. Because
Henry Ford has so many people in there. I mean, look, you go down to the museum and you gonna see it. It's they in there with. They hitting the metal into space and into the certain shapes they needed to. No, it used to be busloads of people. It used to be so many
people
that was walking into the plant. It was a lot, and now it's not.
You sound upset about it, bro.
It's not.
You said
it's
part of the change though, but
we got to shift. We got to shift.
Got to shift, man.
We got to shift. If we don't shift, we're gonna be left behind. So the people that were still talking about, I'm going to stay on the typewriter. I'm a type, forget this computer. Okay, you got your typing skills all the way up to what, 200 words per minute or something like that. Okay, great. You still on the typewriter, you typing. You're going to be left on a typewriter.
If you got voice text.
If you still got a house phone, imagine how removed you are. So if we don't move with this, imagine how.
What about flip phones?
Flip phones,
these days.
The thing is, the people I know that got flip phones, they just think they, trying to be off grid.
Okay, these free phones they got.
Yeah, they trying to be
trackers.
Off grid. Yeah, they all. Oh, man, our data is gone, man. We are studies.
We've been gone.
We data study. We trying to figure out
your algorithm, baby.
There it is.
That's it.
That's all it is. But yeah, we're just trying to make sure that we are relevant.
That's
in the future. So, the days of just going to school and learning English, math, science, and social studies is about done.
That's one thing I love about Mr. McGee, man. Taking that traditional learning out of the classrooms, man.
No, we got to send them out there with something.
Send them with something, man.
Oh, I can do this. I can do that. I have a skill. That's it. Yep.
Well, there you have it, man. We got Coach Hyman here, man. Robotics. Go ahead and drop your nonprofit name again.
Well, my nonprofit is Emil Youth Group. I'm here at Harper Woods. I'm the coach of the high school team.
Okay.
How about with the middle school team? How about with the elementary school team? Please get your kid and robotics. Get your kid in robotics. I mean, that's the only thing I can say. Yeah. Do you want to be left behind or do you want to be the change? That's just what it is. We start from elementary, from first, second, third, fourth, fifth grade, all the way up. We starting with Legos. We're going to teach you how to build.
Yeah.
We're going to teach you how to code. We're going to teach you how to design. And we're going to teach you marketing and business because that's another part of robotics. And that's what I like because that's what I tell everybody. You can get into robotics. I don't care. You don't have to have no skills because we teach it. Yeah. And then you can learn everything on the phone. You can learn everything on the internet. So imagine your kid just looking at it. How to code this, how to code that, instead of strolling and looking at stuff and laughing. And I can't stand it, man. If I see my daughter laughing and kicking too long, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You need to be on Khan Academy. And I'm checking because you can be on Khan Academy. And I'm looking at where is your progress? Where your progress at? She got me to buy this thing. I'm going to cancel it, though. She got me to buy Brain Pop.
Okay.
So she really liked Brain Pop.
Why you going to cancel it if she likes it?
She probably watched all the videos already.
Okay.
You know,
so you're just wasting money now.
Yeah, and that's
You can create that. You can find somebody to code some different videos and everything.
Yeah, but I'm not. Now, Brain Pop, and Brain Pop is. I mean, she be getting me with some stuff. I was about to pop her upside her head when she told me. Man, she was like, we sitting there, she gonna tell me an insect was an animal. I was like, what? what are you? It is. It is. Man, she about to get popped, and then it's my knowledge. I didn't know. Then she hit me with a number. I forgot what number she hit me with. I was like, how much money you want to make in a year? And she was like, I forgot what it was. I'm like, baby, that's not a number. Then we had to look it up. And I was like, oh, you didn't dodge another one.
That's crazy. Your daughter just upped the score.
Man, she be doing it to me. I'm like, man, why you
on you? Pops, you don't know
she
this.
Turn the
I don't care about your degree.
I'm sorry.
I don't care you've been teaching for 20 plus. I don't care about none of that, Pops.
Man, these kids gonna be faster and brighter because of technology.
And that's why we got the attitudes we got in the classroom.
No, that's different. That's different. No, you have to make sure that you got to channel it. This can be this right here can be a savior or it can be a hinder.
But it's up to the parents.
It's up to the parents.
Not to cancel the subscription.
Look, that's our counselor. She got something else. She got to go through her. So she want to be a doctor. So it's like, all right, well, what do you got to do this right now? How can I help you? What do you need? Oh, you need to know the terminologies? Okay, you need anatomy. You about to study anatomy right now. She loves it. Yeah. And it's all right here.
It's all right there in the phone.
So you can watch TikTok videos all on anatomy.
Definitely.
Fun stuff. But we don't watch our kids and what they watching.
Definitely don't.
We don't.
Point there.
And we don't listen to them. Man, my son told me he want to be Spider-Man. I had to figure this thing out.
You know how you can be Spider-Man, Dad? Get him in some martial art training, you know what I'm saying?
I flipped it on him. I said, you want to be Spider-Man?
Hey,
I said, who is Peter Parker?
I don't know. Oh, you got to study.
Peter Parker is who?
Yeah.
Peter Parker, yeah. He's a bioengineer. Yeah. That's why he. Oh, there you go.
Okay. Flip
there you go.
So you can be Spider-Man, son.
Yeah, you can be Spider-Man. Let's go. Here goes his outfit. Now here goes his book right here.
Now tell me how you can.
Let's keep reading Spider-Man books. We kept reading Spider-Man books, man. We kept reading Spider-Man book, man. He wanted to read the same Spider-Man book. I remember this all the time. So I was reading Spider-Man book all the time. Peter Parker live in Queens, New York. I almost can remember it. And then one day he grabbed the book and said, I'm about to read this. And he read every word. Just you know how to read?
How old?
This was like 2.
My son's reading my son read to me last night. He's 4.
Yeah,
I was like, you know that?
Man, it was memory. He memorized the whole book. I was like, wait a minute, I read this, man.
And it was daggone Cocoa Melon book that he been having since he was a baby, bro.
So now, from there, I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna keep reading these books, but I know it's memory. So let's go to your sounds, because now you remember all the words. You know your ABCs. Now we got to remember the sounds. Now we got to remember the sight words. Now you can remember those. Now we got to start sounding these boys out.
Different, man.
He was reading at the age of 4.
Listen, bro. It happens. It happens.
3 or 4, he was reading, bro. Proficient. When he get his test scores back, proficient. But it was the study time.
Yeah.
It was the study time. It was the consistency every day.
But he's going to learn how to study. He's definitely going to learn how to study. His new ways of study. But even from you, like he was like, my dad, I know it's an easy way to do it, but he can't do it his way because you still there. But when he goes off to college, my pops taught me this, but
there you go.
I got something easy how to do this.
Hopefully.
I hope that's why we're here.
That's the hopefully. But when they, we got study time, we teach them how to study. He read Rich Dad Poor Dad to me. He was like, I don't know what this. Then we'll
I don't know what this means.
We'll stop. We'll talk. But those are the things that you do. You got to do it at a young age.
Got to.
You do it at a young age, bro. They gonna use this as a tool.
That's all they got in schools now. It's technology. All they got is laptops. They don't have books.
But you already see what some of our kids can do. Yeah. They can sit there. They can use it as a tool, but they can sit there and they can hee ha ha all day.
All day. Reenact moves and everything.
So it's on us.
Well, off to my third closing.
All right.
Started. We have UpTheScore for show, man. And I appreciate you stopping by in this beautiful studio we in.
Yeah.
I appreciate you sharing your knowledge, and also I will say this: I appreciate you being a strong Black father in your kids' lives.
Thank you.
It's very pivotal in this moment in time. I appreciate you keep doing your service, do what you do. My son will definitely be in your robotics program because he's definitely an engineer. His mother is an engineer. He just had that in his blood, so he knows how to build. He knows. Kid, wait till you meet him. I can't wait for you to meet him, man. So if you have anybody else you want to shout out while we're here before we close,
I keep going, man.
I know. That's why I did this
quiet.
closing for a time. And there you have it, man. We done up the score again. Once again, it's Coach Smith on the board Productions.
With Coach him.
You know what I'm saying? Coach himself.
Yeah.
NYSG, ODG. We out.